What's up, guys? We're back at Jones Subwoofer Solutions. Got another amp dyno for you. Today it's from Audio Dynamics. It's the ADX4K.1, which is their 4,000 watt amp. I don't know a whole lot about it. I've never ran one myself, but I've heard good things about it. It is rated 1500 watts at 4 ohms, 2600 watts at 2 ohms, and 4000 watts at 1 ohm. So drop your guesses now. Let me know what you think this will do. And in just a second, I'll catch you over on the dyno. We'll find out. Alright guys, here we are on the dyno bench. We're going to see what this ADX4K.1 is made of. Again, it was rated 1500 watts at 4 ohms, 2600 watts at 2 ohms, and 4000 watts at 1 ohm. The way we're going to test today, we're going to do certified first, where the dyno reads up to 1% distortion, then it stops reading. We'll do uncertified after that. Uncertified is into clipping, where the dyno won't stop reading, whether there's distortion or clipping present. Then we'll finish with dynamic, which is a pulse or burst 40 hertz track, and we'll see what the dynamic power is. So we're going to get right into this. We're going to start with certified. And I've got 4 ohms queued up. We're at 15.3 volts. These ratings are at 14.4 in the manual. I'm on a CMAX, so I do need to start a little higher. This will settle down into the 14s, I think. So again, 1500 watts rated at 4 ohms. Let's see what this has. And we got well above rated. We got 2069 watts, dropping to 15.13 volts. Not bad at all. We're going to continue with our 2 ohm certified testing. And 2 ohms, again, it was rated 2600 watts at 2 ohms. We're at 15.2 volts starting. Let's see what it does. Looking for 2600 watts. And well past it. We got 3,471 watts into 2 ohms, dropping to 14.9 volts. So again, this is doing quite a bit above rated. So next is our 4,000 watt run at 1 ohms. Let's see if it has it. Looks like it should easily do that. We're at 15.2 volts starting. Here we go, looking for 4,000 watts. And we got 5,129 watts into 1 ohm, dropping to 14.77 volts. I'm gonna pull my meter away. I got asked the other day why I pull the meter off after the certified runs. The reason why is because we can accurately measure things on the certified run. On the uncertified run, once we hit clipping, it's just hard to determine what the current draw was at the time that the dyno is reading it. It just makes things much harder to be accurate. So you want accurate readings, we go by the certified numbers, and then these uncertified numbers, the efficiency, you know, that's pushed aside. So uncertified, again, we're going to start with 4 ohms. We should see more than the 1500 watts it's rated. We're at 15.2 volts starting. Here we go, let's see what it does. Alright, a little bit of clip there. We hit 2,117 watts into 4 ohms, dropped to 15 volts. So as expected, well above rated. 2 ohms, it's rated 2600 watts. Let's see what we get. We're at 15.23 volts. The ADX4K. We get 3,561 watts in 2 ohms, dropped to 14.93 volts. That is some big power out of this amp. I'm going to go back again. We'll see what it does uncertified at 1 ohm. And again, this is into clipping. This isn't clean signal at the end. This is going to be slightly dirty signal. The clean signal will be your certified testing. So again, rated 4,000 watts, starting at 15.19 volts. Here we go. Let it go a second. We got 5,534 watts into 1 ohm. We dropped to 14.6 volts. So that is some big power out of this amp. That is some good numbers. Let's go ahead and finish with our dynamic runs, which again is burst power. A lot of this has to do with the power supply of the amp. I'm going to start with 4 ohms. And we'll see what this does burst at 4 ohms. Looks like that's it. Oh, a little more there. 2,074 watts into 4 ohms. Dropped to 15.05 volts. We'll go back and see what the 2 ohm burst performance is. Again, rated at 2 ohms, it was 2,600 watts. Here we go. Big power. We got 3,605 watts into 2 ohms, dropping to 14.9 volts. That is a lot of burst power. And we're going to finish with this 1 ohm run. Rated 4,000 watts. We know we're going to see more than that. Let's see what we get. We're at 15.1 volts starting. Here we go. All right, guys, big burst power at 1 ohm also. We got 5,601 watts. We dropped to 14.67 volts. That is all the testing I have today, guys. I'm not going to venture down into 0.8 or 0.5. We can see it's clearly going to make more than rated, and it's just a lot more stress on the bench to the amp than it is in a car wired to that same impedance. So that said, I'll catch you guys back on the bench. We'll get the back plate off of this. We can get a look inside it. See you guys in a second. Alright guys, we're back on the bench. I've got the back plate off of the amp. We can get a look inside of it now. Very clean and organized amp. Pretty good looking. And one thing I didn't catch, I'm actually going to check the manual real quick. I'm assuming this is a Korean amp, but we're gonna see if it says in the manual. The manual does not say country of origin. I'm gonna assume it's Korean, guys, but if it's not, I'll put a correction in the video description. But there you go. That is a look at the ADX4K. Did have a fan on the back plate, you can see there. And we can take a look at these end caps. On this side you have Tiffany RCAs, you have left and right inputs and outputs, your power protect and clip light, your gain adjustment is called level, you've got a subsonic or high pass filter from 10 to 50 Hertz, low pass filter from 35 Hertz to 250 Hertz, adjustable phase from 0 to 180 degrees, comes with a remote bass knob. These are strappable. You see your strapped input and output there and your master slave switch. And then you have roughly 8 gauge speaker outputs. And we'll take a look at the other end here. You have 2 sets of power and ground and a 8 gauge remote. We did fit 2-aught welding cable in here. I would recommend using the largest cable you can fit. Some of the audio cable may not quite fit if you use 2 gauge. It was a tight fit with the welding cable, or 2-aught, sorry. So if you're using Sky High or something, you may be limited to their 1-aught. But that is the ADX4K. And real quick before we go, I will show you, they have an option for these different nameplates in different colors. They're anodized. We didn't change this one, but I did want to show you that option. They have a blue, they have some other colors too. But it does come with just the black on the amp. Came with a toolkit, which includes this screwdriver, which was handy. Most of the amps, if they come with the Allen wrenches, you don't get a screwdriver too. That was good. Nice long beefy network cable for your bass knob. And the bass knob is very cool. It's almost shaped like a miniature of the amp. Has your voltage and temperature display, and also has a power protect and clip light indicator, as well as the knob. So that is a cool bass knob. That is everything I've got on this ADX4K. So as usual, let me know what you guys think of the amp. Let me know what you guys think of the video. Let me know your thoughts if you guys want to see something else on the bench. And as always, I thank you guys for watching. Really appreciate you. If you haven't subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. Hit the like button, give me a share. I'll see you guys next time.